or something that has achieved a goal.
Hi, I'm Bill Horan, the host of The Secrets of Success, and I invite you to do more than just read a dictionary to learn about success. If you want to achieve your goals in life, listen to the tips, secrets, strategies, and habits of some of the world's most successful people and hear about the obstacles they had to overcome to attain their dreams. Start your own journey to success. Tune in to The Secrets of Success Wednesday afternoons at 4 and Sunday mornings at 7:30 on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC.
Look over there! I think... Is that a bird?
No, I think it's a plane.
Yeah, you're right. It's pulling a banner.
The brighter side.
Hi, I'm Sarah Albertson, host of The Brighter Side, a show showing a brighter side of the world. Weekly guests who are sharing their stories in hopes of moving and inspiring others to do good in our world. The brighter it is, the better.
I want to experience the brighter side.
Listen Wednesday afternoons at 4 and Sunday nights at 11:30 on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC.
Bring on the positivity.
Hey, sports fans, are you looking for grand slams? Well, we got them. Penalty shots? Oh, yeah. Touchdowns? Tons of them. Buzzer beaters? All you could ever want. Hey, through the good times and the bad times, it's all sports, all the time. Hi, this is Jacob Volk. Are you a diehard sports fan like me? Then tune in to Beyond the Game every Friday afternoon at 3, also available as a podcast on iTunes. I'm joined by Brandon Johnson, Dominic Arbolino, and Eric Fischetti to break down the latest and greatest in sports. It's all on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC.
90.3 WHPC. From the press boxes on your radio. I didn't want to play music because you were so angry about ABBA. You know, I
killed that Dancing Queen.
Yeah,
I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, it's a good song. It's very catchy.
Yeah.
I know you don't think so, but anyway, let's talk Yankees. They're in first place.
How about those Yankees?
And they had a great run the past week or so.
Couple weeks. 8-5 against the American League East.
Yeah,
which doesn't sound like much.
No, it does actually.
But that's 600 baseball.
That's very good baseball.
So,
and
it's like to hear it, you say, "Oh, 8-5. That's all right." But no, it's 600 baseball. So, I'll take it. I got no problems with 8-5. 8-5 makes me happy.
They beat up on the Orioles and
crushed the Orioles. You know, I heard the stat yesterday, and it sounded wrong. But the Yankees not only swept the Orioles, they outscored them in 3 games, 38-8.
Really?
3 games. That's an average score of approximately 13-3.
Wow. Well,
it's unbelievable. It's sick. It's absolutely sick.
And
the Yankees have scored 8 runs in 5 straight games, first time since 1956.
And who was the Yankee yesterday who hit a 495-foot home run?
All rise. That would be my man, Aaron Judge.
Incredible shot. I mean,
it's ridiculous. He hit the ball over the bleachers in left center field. Yeah. All right. Michael Kay, the funniest line, he says, he almost hit a retired number. Because that's where they have the retired numbers back there. It's in this walkway, this kind of pavilion, whatever you want to call it, concourse. And that's where they have the retired number. I didn't even know they had him back there. The only reason I now know that is because Aaron Judge hit a bomb back there. You know? And the only I swear, the only reason that home run wasn't 500 feet is because the guy who was standing in the concourse reached over the railing to try to catch it. If the contact isn't made there and the ball is allowed to actually hit, that's a 500-foot home run.
Yeah.
So, and the dude did it like a Jeffrey Mayer, trying to lean over the railing, and he dropped the ball. I mean, I'd like to know, how much does a ball get hit 500 feet? How much does that hurt your hands?
Probably by the time it gets in, not as much.
Well, somebody else got the ball. There was some guy in the last row of the bleachers in a red shirt. I'm pretty sure he got the ball.
Yeah.
I'd want that ball. Oof.
I'm sure it's not worth anything.
This is the ball Aaron Judge.
Steiner Sports isn't calling for that one.
Wow. I'll tell you what, a lot of people would want that one. If I was Aaron Judge, I'd want it.
It was a great homer. You know, sometimes you just see these clocked hits.
It was
just like
unbelievable. All of, I mean, everything about that home run. It was ridiculous. As soon as Michael Kay goes into the call, he just goes way back there, and it was like, all right, well, the ball's still going. Like he's got to come up with more of a home run call, and his C you called, the S was probably like 5 seconds long because he was waiting for the ball to come down.
Yeah.
And then Paul O'Neill was at a loss for words. He had no clue what to say because he's like, we never looked that far when they hit home runs.
You don't have to.
And the other, I don't know, I'll say strange thing. All right, Gary Sanchez hit a 450-foot home run yesterday that just got swept under the rug. He hit a bomb. He hit it over the bullpen to left center field. And after Judge hit his home run, oh, yeah, Gary Sanchez hit a home run, too, in the first inning. The Yankees yesterday, all right, here's how devastating they were. In the first inning, they scored 5 runs.
Right.
All right. They had 5 runs after 12 pitches. That's unbelievable. Because Kevin Gossman, the guy who was starting for the Orioles, he is known to throw first pitch fastballs for strikes. He wants to get ahead of hitters. So the Yankees were swinging at first pitches. And by the time he realized what they were doing, hit, another hit,
right.
Double, single. Here comes Gary Sanchez, booyah into the left center field bleachers, and it's 5-0. And 12 pitches into the game.
That's pretty damn good.
I don't know if any team has done that. I would love to see if I don't even know if Elias charts anything like that. But 5-0, 12 pitches into the game.
They
it's
just
unbelievable.
started if they didn't.
It's unbelievable.
Hey, the Yankees are playing really well. You can't, they're the no drama Yankees right now. They're just really playing well. In the first place, you can't deny what's happening with them.
And after the game, Aaron Judge had some kind of Hawaiian shirt on. Somebody told me it was a shirt from Sandlot. I don't remember that shirt being the Sandlot, but apparently he and one of the other young players were wearing the same shirt. And this was the weirdest question. I don't know who the guy was on yesterday who was doing the post game. Meredith Marakovitz wasn't there, and the show I'll say it, the show struggled without her. Post game, the guy, whoever he was, asked Judge. He goes, I got to ask you on camera. He goes, what about that shirt? And he goes, and he said, the other guy is wearing it. You should see it looks a lot better on him. Judge is always giving credit to everybody else, but then the guy asked me, he says, where'd you get it? He says, well, it came in the mail.
Right.
Where'd you get it from? Come on, Judge, give me something.
You got it in the mail.
He is a combination. I figured this out today. He is a combination of Mickey Mantle for the tape measure home runs
right.
and the way he's playing the game right now, which is just absurdly good. He's so much better than everybody else right now. It's ridiculous. He's a combination of Mickey Mantle and Derek Jeter. And those are 2 great guys to be a combination of.
Right, but also
because,
if you're covering them, Mickey was probably a better quote.
Mickey was definitely a better quote when he felt like talking to Mickey. Mickey and the media didn't always get along. But Jeter was a guy who he could talk a lot and not say anything. And that's the way Judge is. Judge yesterday after the game, he couldn't wait to talk about Domingo Germán, who's a rookie pitcher who made his major league debut yesterday, and actually looked pretty good out of the bullpen. I was pretty impressed with him. But that was the guy that Judge wanted to talk about. But that is also the reason why the Yankees are getting along so well, and that's why the chemistry on this team is so good, is because here's this guy who is basically taking over baseball. And he Judge.
Oh, okay.
He is
just making sure.
He is the guy right now. He's got the judges' chambers in the stadium. He's got a Sports Illustrated cover, All Rise. He's totally taken over the town. They showed at one point yesterday during the broadcast a shirt like a vendor stand.
Right.
Everybody else has shirts, every number except under 99, empty space. Every other cubby hole had at least 10 shirts in it, packed, and Judge empty. They can't keep them in stock. And you would think that a lot of different guys would kind of grate on the veterans, and it would become like, oh, who does this guy think he is? But this kid, he is so cognizant of what his place is on this team, and that he's still a rookie,
right.
and that he needs to defer to the veterans, and he needs to say the right things, and he's doing all that without a slip. Everything he says is the right thing to say, and yes, it's boring, and yes, there's no look at me. I mean, everything with him is look at somebody else. Don't look at me.
Right.
Look.
Well,
I mean, because they asked him about the 409-foot home run and how was that? He goes, and his answer was, to be honest, it doesn't mean anything.
Because he's done it in batting practice, that's why.
He was hitting the hotel in Toronto during batting practice. It was like 500 feet. But you're not supposed to be able to do that in a game.
No. Well, we should say that the Yankees are in first place. Actually, the AL East is pretty tough league.
It's still pretty tight. I mean,
It's
what are they,
most-
4 games ahead of the
3.5,
Red Sox?
The Red Sox 6 over Tampa Bay, 6.5 over Baltimore, and 7.5 over Toronto. And Toronto is almost 500. They're 1 game under.
And they started off really bad.
So the AL East is actually everyone is basically over 500.
Yeah,
so that's
good division.
That's a tough division that makes it. Now the Mets.
Wait. Before you get to the Mets, I want to say one more thing. Aaron Judge also, he leads the American League in all 3 Triple Crown categories. So before anybody starts saying, well, he's just a power guy, Aaron Judge is batting .344. Leads the American League in batting. 21 home runs, leads the league leads major leagues in that, and 47 RBIs. He has a .450 on-base percentage. The last time we saw somebody like this, you know who I'm going to talk about?
Who?
It's a bad name. Barry Bonds. Except Aaron Judge is steroid-free.
You hope
because
so.
he's just a big dude. He is a very large human being. But he's just... And the other thing that I want to point out about this guy, and you have to assume at some point a slump is coming. But he hasn't had one yet.
No.
They were talking in yesterday's game before he hit that bomb. They were talking about he had gone the day before, he had gone 6 games without a home run. And they were talking about that like it was a big deal. It was like, he's a rookie. I mean, right now, he leads all All-Star votes. He's the leader. So a rookie is leading the All-Star balloting. If the MVP vote was held today, he'd win going away.
Well,
he'd be a unanimous selection.
It's only June.
I know, but he would be if they had it today. He would be a unanimous selection. So, but again, he hasn't hit a slump yet, and that's very un-rookie like because usually, especially when you look at what happened to him last year. He batted .179. He struck out almost half of his at bats. He had like 90 at bats. He struck out 44 times. He hasn't had anything like that this year. Not even close. He's getting good at bats. I mean, the other thing lost on the 495-foot home run, he went 4 for 4 yesterday with a walk. So he got on base 5 times yesterday. Thank you very much.
Not bad.
I'll take that. I'll take that every day.
Not bad. Let's talk about the Mets quickly. The Mets are in second place right now. They are 9.5 games behind the
Happens when you
Nationals.
win 3 in a row in that division.
Everyone else except for the Nationals is under 500.
It's a terrible division.
It's
It's
not-
just the opposite of the American
Yeah, it
League
is.
East.
It
It's
is.
a terrible division.
And, just because they're in second, that doesn't mean anything.
No.
Nation-
Check the wild card standings. Where are they in that?
I don't think they don't have it listed here.
They should.
They don't.
All right, don't worry about it. I'll look later.
So the Mets at least coming back,
3-game winning streak for the Mets.
which is great
Gotta
for the
like
Mets.
that.
Conforto's batting .293.
Conforto's good. 2 weeks ago, they were comparing Conforto to Judge, though, and they were saying, "Who would you rather have?" And I said back then,
Well-
that's a race Conforto's going to lose.
Yeah, he is. But
He's a good player, though.
But he's turned out to be the player that
I'd
they
love to have him
should
both
have
in
had
the
him
outfield.
been last year. That's the problem with him.
Well, but that's you know what? Here's the other thing you need to realize: Conforto is actually younger than Aaron Judge.
Right.
So
Conforto's what, 24?
23, I believe.
Yeah, he's very young.
But that's the point that I'm making is that guys develop at different rates, and last year he was like 22 or 20, maybe early 23 or whatever. It's still a young player. That's not a guy who necessarily should be in the major leagues. So it takes some time to adjust. And the other thing is you have to remember with Conforto, he's a guy who when spring training started, everybody was talking about, well, Conforto's probably going to have to get sent down because they're not going to have a spot for him.
No, but now,
Meanwhile, he's playing great. Jay Bruce is playing very well. I'm not going to say great because he's only hitting .250. Cespedes is back. So now the Mets are in a situation where Curtis Granderson is probably going to be the odd man out.
Yeah, he pinched hit yesterday.
Yeah, I think.
Only batting .208.
Well, yeah, he's had a terrible start too. I mean, that's why he's the odd man out. If Curtis Granderson was hitting, then Terry Collins would have some issues and have some decisions to make. Right now, it's an easy decision. Hey, Curtis Granderson, you're hitting .208.
Did you
you're
see,
on the bench.
Did you see what Nails said this week?
Oh.
trying to stir the pot,
He's
and Lenny
so-
Dykstra just trying to get his name back in anything.
Oh, I can't stand it.
He was already saying, there is a very quiet, let's get rid of Terry